top secret facility that focuses on this technology, then you will hear almost all of these concepts, including most of these definitions that I'm going to talk about right now. So this is just a small sample of some of the information that we were given about what magnetic energy is. And so the general idea here is that there's one energy pervading the entire universe, but that energy manifests in an infinite variety of ways. And so what does some of that look like? So magnetic energy is the energy flowing through all things in a random pattern that repeats. The manifestation of force when pulsing through a build and release process, kind of like force fields and gravity and different things. A latency of pulsing neutrons. Now keep in mind, some of this terminology is conventional, and that's just to make for ease of understanding, so please bear with me on that because we wouldn't necessarily use those terms in this model. But magnetic energy is neutral flowing magnetic current, the flow of ions through the conductive use of neutrons, you've heard that before. Flowing attract energy, meaning that it almost always moves by attraction. The energy behind electrical phenomena that occurs in nature. Magnetic energy is primarily neutral energy that has some harmonic polarities that guide its directionality. It is an energy that coalesces into geometrical patterns that provide the building blocks for matter. It is a relatively neutral energy with polarizations that can manifest in a variety of shapes and sizes in particle, pulse, and wave functions. So it kind of has that versatility, if you will, in its manifestation process. Magnetic energy is, I love this one, the glue that holds the universe together. It is the interdimensional light from source that arrives in our dimension and manifests primarily as neutral energy until it enters a system, such as a human body or planet or whatever, where it then temporarily takes on polarities and then returns to source. It is an energy that can be transmitted through a medium, through any medium, without degradation, but when it is moved through a conductor, that conductor should be mostly ferromagnetic. It is the energy excursion from the dimensional membrane at 3.2 teravolts, but it can readily open the dimensional membrane as a neutral magnetic vortex. It is the key that unlocks the molecular lock. It is a never-ending source of energy. It is a renewable source of energy. It is an energy that moves at a nearly infinite velocity. It is an infinitely complex energy structure, or structures. It is infinitely complex energy structures that